You've probably been told that being introverted is a weakness, that you need to speak up if you want to succeed in life. But what if I told you that silence is your greatest weapon? In a world addicted to sharing, introverts actually hold a very rare and powerful skill. They keep their mouth shut. But how does that give them an advantage over the people that talk your brains out? Introverts have a rare ability that helps them cultivate motivation, meaning they're better at storing their dreams and desires inside. The moment you start talking about your dreams and goals, you've already starting to lose motivation. But what does talking about it have to do with anything? Let's take therapy for example, which is a comforting place where you're one-on-one with another person to talk about what really haunts you. You know you have traumas kept inside and that it holds negative energy and you don't really know what to do. And that's what therapy is for. You're there to release the negative energy from within. And the way you do that is you talk about it externally. By talking about it and getting it out there to another person, the power diminishes. The same principle applies when you say your goals and ambitions out loud. But the difference is that your goals and dreams, they don't hold negative energy like your traumas do, for example. So you don't want the power it holds to diminish. You want to hold on to it. There's actually science to back this up. Let's say you want to become a doctor, for example, which is a very respectable thing to become. So when vocalized externally, the people around you are going to, give you positive reinforcement and feedback. Like they get impressed because it's a very hard thing to do. And by them getting impressed and telling you, you want to become a doctor, that is fantastic. By them telling you that, you already feel like you have achieved something. What you're actually doing is that you are reinforcing that talking about stuff gets you a reward when you're actually not doing anything to get that reward in the first place. And by talking about it, the motivation for it actually falls away. The more you vent to other people what you're going to do, the less motivated and successful you're going to become in the long run. So that's exactly why introverts have the advantage, because they're less likely to talk. They don't vent or need to announce anything. They carry it inside where their motivation, it just builds and compounds. And over time, they reach mad level of success. Not with words, but with actual results. I was once a talker. Like, I used to talk non-stop about my plans and my goals, and suddenly I lost all motivation for that one specific thing that I wanted to do. And I thought that that path at the time wasn't right for me. But I actually didn't realize I just lost all the motivation for it because I was talking about it frequently to all the other people I knew, when in reality I should have just shut the fuck up and grinded. That's basically why my entire life I've never really actually followed through with anything. I've just kind of drifted from one thing to another, just trying to find something that is really me. I've been in modeling, I've been in chess, I've been in basketball, I've been in so many things, and by me saying I want to, reach certain heights and I want to be this and I want to be that, it just diminishes the motivation I have for it. It's basically like the therapy example I just gave earlier with me. I just talked about it so much that my motivation for it just faded away. But recently I've been keeping more to myself about what I want to do and my ambition and goals, and honestly I've felt a massive change in my overall motivation. So what exactly does this mean to you? Stop talking and start doing is basically what you should do. The less you speak, the more power you hold. Write it down. One of the most powerful things you can actually do is journal, but you have to apply the same principles that goes for therapy, like I just discussed earlier. I know this sounds corny, but reading the things you journal will have the same effect as vocalizing it externally. But when done internally, you're compounding that positive energy within. So am I supposed to keep the secrets of what I actually want to do forever? No, you don't, but you have to have an intentional scope and length about what you say. Let me explain. As humans, we honestly fall into a lot of bullshit conversations. Let's be honest. But let's say you want to talk about your goals. You need to be very careful about what you actually say. Knowing that every word I say will deplete my motivation, you will become more sharp in conversation. So have that in the back of your mind. So when you feel like your motivation is leaking away, you should apply this principle and keeping the positive stuff within you and channel it into action instead of words. There will always be two types of people, the talker and the doer. The less you talk, the more you will accomplish.